What's up, Daveion?
What up, my boy?
Have you ever done an interview before?
No, sir. Have you ever done an interview?
I definitely have not.
My biggest music inspiration, and this matters a lot to me. When I was little, I was growing up on shit like the Isley Brothers, old niggas, old R&B, jazz, smooth shit. And then as I got older, my mom, well, that was shit that she listened to, and like she was cleaning up type shit around the house. But I fucked with a lot of. I grew up on like Lil Wayne, T.I., niggas like that. But it's weird. It's cool for me though, cause like I was in a space where, especially when I started making music, that I can like take any other genre, like say it be the Isley Brothers or some old niggas, whatever, some cool jazz, chill shit, and I can combine that with a cool verse. And now that I'm getting better to sing a little bit, melodies, and whatever. But my main inspirations to this day would probably have to be, number one, my biggest inspiration, X, Drake, J. Cole definitely,
Okay.
Outkast definitely. Them niggas hard. I fucking love Outkast. You put me on to Outkast, nigga. Them niggas so hard, bro. I probably like them niggas crazy.
How long have you been working on Weekdays?
We've been working on this shit for about 2 months, month and a half, some change, something like that.
Like in this EP, since the last thing that you released?
I'd say since the last shit I dropped, I've become way better at just at art, like all around, like in every aspect. I feel like as you grow as a person, you grow as an artist. The better you become, the more depth that you gain as a person, that'll translate into being an artist too, or whatever profession you got. But my thing is, I saw this quote, and I think Jimi Hendrix said that shit. He was like, the most important component in music is feeling, how it makes you feel, and it's hard to do that when you're just rapping about, fucking bitches, getting money. Like, niggas can relate to it, some of them, but they don't really like. Niggas can't really catch a feeling from that, catch a vibe from that. Soulful music, it resonates with people more, cause everybody got their taste, but at the end of the day, the music that lasts forever, the timeless music that niggas can make, like Kanye, you name it, that's the shit that niggas really like. It'll be here for years. Like, most shit is here today, gone tomorrow. But longevity is just making music that, number one, people can relate to, but you're coming from a place of honesty and genuineness and making soulful ass music, basically.
Is it called Weekdays?
I just felt like it was a good title, because a lot of people do have weekdays, and I'd say it's good to go through those weekdays, because it's beneficial. Pain helps you grow. Sure. The first song that we recorded on the EP, motherfucking December 25th.
It all started with me sending you the beat to 9/11.
What beat was that? The
Yeah,
December
that's like
25th?
that's like the actual like.
Okay.
beat
Oh yeah, that
title.
was the name.
Yeah, I made that beat like months before we even
Hell yeah.
before you even recorded on it.
Hell yeah.
I just made it. Originally, it was like 4 minutes long, just because I was just like, I'm just gonna make it long enough so anybody can rap on it for as long as they want.
Right. It was crazy because like the lyrics just kind of came out. Like, I didn't even have to try hard to make that bitch, but I was going through some relationship shit at the time, and I feel like when you're going through something and like you have feelings attached to it, like it's easy to create from there because it's more natural. It just flows.
Talk about you not wanting to do the da-da-da-da shit.
Alright, so number one, like, we had the whole song made, that bitch was fire, and I was just like, we can't add anything that's gonna bring down the fuck-withable-ness of the song. So I was just like, I don't know, you did the idea, and I didn't think it'd sound good until we finally recorded that bitch, and that bitch sounded raw, nonetheless. On my way, I just wanted to make some real feel-good shit, some real happy, easygoing type shit, some good shit, and it just came smoothly. Every time I hop in the studio, shit just blows up.
Talk about filming the music video.
The music video was dope. We was kicking it, shot some shit by my boy Daveion crib. It was just fun, riding that motherfucking bike, chilling, having a good ass time. The whole shoot. Because I love creating music, it's always been fun for me, and just the process of, it's fun being patient and making a big project, because every day has a new vibe to it. Every song has a new vibe to it, and you can't help but to enjoy that shit, like through the process of whatever you're doing. You just gotta fully dive into that shit and it's gonna be a blast. Alright. Been ballin' like Eagle Dollar, I'll probably see you tomorrow. Excited to meet your mama, well maybe like sorta kinda. I'm snapping like a piranha, you capping out with the drama. I'm hot, I'm in a sauna, you not. Don't mean to bother, but I got some things I need to say. Just being honest, can't I give it any other way? Not with the violence, but I'm killing shit like every day. Call of Duty shit, I got the full clip. Jakeem Noah, I be on that bullshit. Been ballin' like Eagle Dollar, I'll probably see you tomorrow. Excited to meet your mama, well maybe like sorta kinda. I'm snapping like a piranha, you capping out with the drama. I'm hot, I'm in a sauna, you not. Don't mean to bother, but I got some things I need to say. Just being honest, can I give it any other way? Back up in this bitch, I'm about to go attack up in this bitch. With a little rap nigga shit this quick, homie, that is how I chose. Just give me my chips, they admitted the one of that nigga be spaz.
Talk about after school program and the story behind that song.
After school program, I made that song because I had the idea, like the beat gave me the idea to just talk about some shit, mainly like a story. And the story was I was in middle school and some random ass kid who I'm really cool with now, I got to whooping his ass. And turned it into a beautiful ass song. Shit. Okay, so with Overcast, along with that song and many other ones, well not many, but a couple other ones out there, I was in the mindset of like, not necessarily talking about some emotional shit, but just being authentic. Cause most niggas when they rap, they talk about shit they not doing and shit that they wish they were doing, whatever. But for me, I always come from the spot of like authenticity and not caring what niggas think. So it's just easy for me to write about how I feel because it's natural and I can go on for days about that shit, let alone like a 2-minute song, 3-minute song. So
I've always loved the original song "Every Breath You Take" by the Police. Like that's all time, like easily top 10 songs. And the melody for the guitar, once I hear it, like I hear it every time, I'm just like, damn, like it just puts me in a trance for real. I was just like, I gotta use that shit someday. So then I started producing. And then once I started getting like better at sampling everything and cutting up samples and adding drums to them, came out like it is.
Came to be, that shit fire.
Hell yeah.
It's just, I feel like from start to finish, it's just a complete song because I never really fucked with R&B. Like I've always fucked with the music, but I never went out to make an R&B song. And I just was, we was experimenting with this shit because like most of this is sounds that I've never came out with type shit. And then I just feel like it's the most complete song and it's the most diverse song that I've made. Hollow Promises, I fucked with that song. It was just some real vibey. I think that's the most like R&B-ish type song we have on there. With a lot of other songs, it was like, okay, how am I feeling and how can I turn that into a verse or like a vibey melody or whatever. The process for me recording is a very natural process because once you get the ball rolling, it just goes from there.
Okay, this has to be it. This has to be it. That has to be it. You wanna do this one? I promise you, it has to be it. The first one? This one that's playing right now, it has to be it. For what? It's like I have the most beautiful flow in the world. It has to be it. Alright. That's all I can say. You cannot deny. You just gotta try. I'm just gonna fly. It's all in my mind and then right there. I cannot deny. I just got to fly in my mind. I try You cannot deny, I'm just got to fly in my mind to try. Every time I try, you cannot deny, you just gotta fly. Look into my mind, you don't gotta cry, you don't gotta cry, you don't gotta cry, you don't gotta cry. Every time I try, you cannot deny, you just gotta fly. Look into my mind, you don't gotta cry, you don't gotta cry, you don't gotta cry, you don't gotta cry. With Racing, I was like, alright, this the final, this to wrap it up on the EP. I just wanted to have a song where I talked and I just threw some knowledge on the track, pretty much threw some wisdom on the track. We was in the studio, we was drinking on some motherfucking champagne, kicking it, watching Get Out and shit. And then we just got to chopping it up. We just got to talking, having a good ass time and just going back and forth with it, basically. Here's the thing. Any issue that you ever go through in life, any bad thing that you ever go through in life, the answers are anywhere out here. They're all in here. All it takes is doing this searching. Because people, like, you know how a lot of people say like my heart's broken or I'm broken. You're not broken, you're just lost. Like most people are just lost and they gotta find themselves. Everybody's on the journey of finding themselves. But what, like the thing in today's society is like there's so many distractions.
And there's like to the extent where people will go a whole 80-year span of their life having the most regrets on their deathbed and saying, I wish this, I wish that. But it all comes down to like, you just gotta find yourself. Proven fact. If you smile, if you hold a smile for 15 seconds, you don't have to see something funny. You can force a smile for 15 seconds, and you will release, like the serotonin, the good hormones to make you feel happy. You will release those hormones if you hold a smile for 15 seconds. You're literally tricking your mind and making yourself happy, even if you're having the worst day in the world.
And think about the shit that we trick ourselves into feeling shitty.
It's so.
If we can trick our mind to make us feel better,
just think, you're scrolling on Instagram and you see a cop killed an unarmed black kid. That's gonna make you feel shitty, and that's gonna put a whole
negative energy,
bad energy throughout your whole day. And that's why, like, I just, like, my thing is like, that's why I love coming over here, because I just get like, don't get me wrong, like, I just find myself sometimes just scrolling, just pointlessly scrolling, and it's just a waste of my energy, quite frankly. But like, that's why I love just like being off my phone as much as possible, just living, just being present to the moment, and just being here. Because like, it's so easy to get caught up in what the fuck's going on in the world, and that'll just give you a bad idea of what's out here. Like, I feel like in your mind, there's a battle going on between two wolves, and one wolf is positive, one wolf is negative, and whichever one that you feed more is the one that's going to come out on top. So then you can feed the negative wolf, you can feed the positive one, but whichever one gets more food, whichever one gets more focus, more energy towards it, that's the one that's going to dominate your life. For any nigga who's making music, for any nigga who I've ever inspired, which I don't know who it is, but reach out to me if I have inspired you. Do what's authentic to you. Like, no matter what, once you quit caring what niggas think, you're on a different level of I'd just say, pretty much freedom. Like, you don't care what happens, you don't care who's saying what, because you fuck with yourself. And if you fuck with yourself, you can't go wrong. This is easily my best work I've ever done. I call myself an artist. I don't like to call myself a rapper, because I feel like that's putting yourself in a box. But each song on your EP can sound a little bit different. I feel like that's a mission complete, because there's so much repetitiveness nowadays. Everything is just oversaturated, and I'm trying to stray away from that as much as possible. No song is past 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I'd say. And the main reason for that being is because I just want people to, I feel like once you hear something and you feel like you haven't got enough of it, you're going to want more. So you're going to go back, play that shit back, listen to it as many times as you got to. And that's what gets niggas to really like keep it in their head, because everybody's had that moment where they wake up and they just got a song in their head the whole day. I've been putting solos out, just one song every 2-3 weeks, but I want to do I feel like when you make a body of work, that defines you. Like, people can actually say, ooh, like, he does that. Like, this is how he is as an artist. And I feel like this is like the stepping stone, I guess you could say, for what's coming and who I am right now. Who we are right now, shit. Because wouldn't be no songs without real. So I feel like people should really listen to it, really not be distracted by other shit when you listen to it, because I want you to actually feel every song, just feel the whole body of work, and then it'll turn in, you'll fuck with it. I feel like 95% of people who listen to my shit, they'll fuck with it. Anybody who fucks with my music genuinely and who always reaches out to me, I fuck with y'all, and I'm just excited for everything that's coming. I'm excited for y'all to hear this and just really, really connect with me on this shit. Mm-hmm. Anyone who's doing something creative, props to you. And
keep going with that.
Just keep going. And you gonna go somewhere.
All right.
I feel like we both ended the fucking...
You both like it at the same time.